In this video, we are going to discuss about programming the user sign-in process. So, the sign-in process is programmed using the PHP language. So, straight away we'll see our code. For the sign-in process, first of all, we must mention ID to the relevant input field because we need to retrieve data from the input field. So, we must mention the relevant IDs. So here for email we have mentioned an ID email 2, and for password we have mentioned an ID password 2, and for remember me, because in this sign in process remember me also is an important factor. So for remember me also I have given an ID remember me. So we will see the, and for when we click the sign in button, and on click event happens with the function sign in, where the JavaScript code starts to work. That means the function which I created in the JavaScript file, that starts to work. As I already mentioned, don't, when you are sending data, that means values to the JavaScript side, don't forget to get an printed alert of the values. So here also I have created a variable email password remember me, and when we are retrieving data from a field like, that means a field when the remember me is an checkbox, no, the field is a checkbox field, so we doesn't take values, we take whether it is checked or not checked. If it checked, the value returned to us is true, if not, false. So here also I have created a form data which is used to send values to the server side. This is our form name, and this is our ID with the values. So here also I have created a new XML HTTP request on ready state change checks using this R on ready state. uh, Using on ready state change attribute, I am checking the, that means the state of my web page. That means if the ready state, I have created a if loop and check the condition. If the ready state equals 4 and the R status equals 200, that means success. Then print response text using the variable t, and in within that I have created another if loop where if t equals success, that means from the sign in process PHP file, that means the server side of the sign in process, if the response comes as success, then window location dot home dot php, that means locate the window to the home dot php, else alert t, that means if an error happens, print that error. So we will see our sign in process file. Here in sign in process file we have required the connection PHP file because we must search the username and password, that means email and the password. So we need the connection file, and empty if email is empty, please enter your email. This means validations, because for an e-commerce web application, validations are a must. That makes the e-commerce replicate our application, that means my application, reliable if it comes with validation. or else it will be a mess. If there is more than 100 characters in the email, then incorrect email address. And we have used a attribute from PHP, which is given by the PHP itself. If that means filter var, that means this attribute checks whether it is checks whether email is an email. That means it checks the condition at and .com. If there is no at and .com in the input address with the input address, then it becomes an invalid address. That's an valuable validation. And if the password is empty, please enter your password. If the password character length is greater than 5 and less than 5 and greater than 20, then incorrect password. Here we have created the variable result set. We have created the variable result set to get the search, that means to retrieve the data from the database, that means to retrieve our email and password. And if the results equals to 1, that means success, because only one user can stay with one same f name, l name, email, password, that required columns. And if result set equals 1, print success. And that's all. These are for cookies. Later in an upcoming video I will discuss about sessions and cookies. If th- this if the input password and email doesn't match, then print I have allocated a echo with invalid email address or password. Then again we'll go to JavaScript. Then if all conditions here become success, window relocate to home page. So we will see whether our sign in process works fine. Here we see, we will take John email. I can't remember his password. Okay, 123123. We'll see our sign in process works well. It's located to the home page. I will discuss our home page in the upcoming videos. For now, our sign in process resulted a success. So that's all for to this video. Have a nice day.